back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Anisha, and this channel is about all things embroidery, cosplay on a budget, and custom clothing. This is not a video about a specific brand or model of embroidery machine. I'm here today to tell you about the things that you should consider when purchasing an embroidery machine. Today, I'm going to be talking about the factors that you should consider when purchasing your first embroidery machine. Number one, your budget. When buying a machine, you have to realistically think about what can you afford in terms of machine, as well as all the accessories you need to take it out of the box and get a project going. So you're not only going to consider the cost of the machine, but you're going to consider the cost of the materials that you're going to embroider on, the needles, the thread, the bobbins, all the things that you're going to need to be able to make that machine work. So whether your budget is $500 or $20,000, you're going to have to factor in the cost of the materials to make the machine run. Number two, when I talk to people interested in embroidery, one of my first tips that I tell them is to make sure that you get an embroidery machine with the largest hoop size that you can afford. So if you're going to get a machine, make sure that you can grow into it in terms of hoop size. So a 4x4 machine, which is the standard on most machines that come like at the $500 range, is very limiting because you can't do anything bigger than a 4x4. So I suggest that if you have it in your budget, get a machine that has a very large hoop area. That way you can make things from 4x4 all the way up to, I believe the largest hoop size on the single needle machine is 6x10. Number three, buying used or new. Don't be surprised. You can find some great deals on used embroidery machines. But word of warning, if you're gonna get a used machine, make sure the seller runs the machine in front of you. And what I mean by that is you get a simple design and make a pattern in front of the seller to make sure that it operates the way it should. The seller, if they're honest, will tell you up front any issues that they have with the machine. And don't forget, you can always take your used machine in for servicing to a local facility, and they'll be able to help you tune it up and get it right back into fighting form. Number four, the community. As I stated, this is not going to be a brand specific video. It would be unfair of me to advise you about which brand is better than the other because I haven't used every brand. Neither have I used every embroidery machine. So that's why today's video is focused on how you go through the buying process and not on machines specifically. One thing that I can tell you is that certain brands have a large community of people. Different owners that are ready, willing, and able to help you if you run into problems. A simple search on Facebook will show you a bunch of different groups online about groups that you can join for your specific brand of machine. So that is a very big factor to consider because sometimes you do run into snags, and it's good to be able to get an immediate response from a group of people that may have either run into the issue that you're facing or can tell you how to go about fixing it, or even which direction you should go in terms of whether you should take it in for servicing or whether you can watch a video yourself and fix the problem. And number 5, which is equally important, is technical support. When you look for an embroidery machine, make sure the brand that you choose has a strong technical support team, especially if you're not near to a local shop that you can take it into, or if you need to solve a problem and you need to have a response back from the company. I love the machines that I bought. Why? Because not only do I have a local store that I can walk into and take my machines to be serviced, but I can call them on the 1-800 number, and the technicians on the phone will help walk me through problems that I may face and help me to find a solution. So if the company that you're interested in buying a machine from doesn't do that, be very leery about doing or buying a machine from them. Remember, do your research. Research is important. Google or YouTube how many people on YouTube have your particular machine that you're interested in. A lot of them may do some pros and cons videos on that specific item. And even doing a simple search online will tell you if there is a community of people that may be able to help you solve your problems. So, to recap, you're going to think about your budget, hoop size, community, buying used or new, and technical support. I hope that is helpful, and if you have any questions, feel free to put it in the comment box below. Also, if you have any ideas for videos that I should do around machine embroidery, put it down in the chat. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, like, share, and subscribe, and stay fierce. Bye.